He was pretty much unhittable for a few innings, and that was a big factor in the Eagles getting the win yesterday as he strikes out on the high cheese. And Hootie down here in the top of the first. Angie's first strikeout of the ball game. Caden Zudek stands in now. Did a couple of singles yesterday, a couple of runs scored. Will stand in, and that one gets to the backstop. Zudek the DH, Evan Pierce, and Brenham Cheney the cleanup hitter if the inning continues to him. And that one will miss. 2 balls, no strikes to Caden Zudek. Here comes the 2-0 from Ganji. This one's going to be driven deep, but foul over there in the left field corner. Giving some chase over there was Keegan Lyons, but he ran out of room. That one gets over the bricks. 2 balls and a strike. In the 4-13 matchup in the Division III Select Bracket, the Eagles the 4 seed here at home. And last year had the bye as the 10, but automatically went to the regional. Didn't get to host a series. That was the only unfortunate thing, but it did get into the regional round and lost that series to Episcopal in 2. Now 3 balls and 1 strike to Zudek here. 1 out in the top of the first. Cam Ganji on the mound. And there's a walk. A 1-out walk for Caden Zudek. And Evan Pierce will step in. Evan, a couple of doubles yesterday. The first of which came back in the 5th. That pretty much blew it open, put the nail in the coffin for the Eagles in game 1. 2-run double that nearly left the yard. Went off the base of the wall. Here he is. It'll be lefty-righty matchup. Ganji winds and fires, and that's going to run in and get a piece of Evan Pierce. On the move was Zudek with the pitch, and he would have stole it with ease as they got a pretty good read on Ganji. Yesterday they were running at will on Keegan Lyons as well. A little bit of intel from Reese Cunningham. I found out after the game. Reese actually plays in the summer, or had previously played with Keegan Lyons, who pitched for STA yesterday, and he said he's a little bit uncomfortable in the stretch, and you get on, you can run on him, and that's exactly what they did. They had about three stolen bases off of him yesterday, and now he was in business with 1 out after the hit-by pitch from Pierce. It'll be Brenham Cheney. Zudek down at second. First pitch outside for ball 1. Angie struck out Barrett Cootie to start the game on 4 pitches, and then Caden Zudek worked a walk, and then on the first pitch, Evan Pierce saw he was hit, and he's down at first. And the rosin bag in the way. Again, a lot of reports about Ganji before the game. I saw he has touched 94, but again, you could probably crow hop that and get that on the radar, but he sits in the low to mid 80s. Now the Eagles with a double steal. Zudek's going to go to third, and he's there, and the ball's into left field, and that'll be a run for the Eagles. Now Pierce headed into third, and he's going to be out. And that was kind of a risky send there, as that ball didn't get too far out in left field. But the Eagles on the board first. After the stolen base, a little chaos created on the bases, and Rosepine strikes first here on the double steal. Zudek comes home. 2 outs in the inning. So Zudek is home, and now the bases are empty for Brenham Cheney, and he's got a 2-0 count. This is going to be softly grounded down the third baseline, foul. Cheney will be back in here with a 2-1 count. Eagles on the board after the double steal. Cheney fouls one back into the bricks. Rosepine putting the pressure on the Falcons, putting the wheels in motion on the base pass early, and they get a run here in the top of the first. And that'll be a swing and a miss on the off-speed stuff. A couple of strikeouts in the inning for Cam Ganji on the mound. However, the Eagles get on the bases, create some havoc. They get a run in the top of the first. STA coming up. It's the Division III Select Regional Playoffs on today's Country 105.7.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Kraft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Eagles get a run in the top of the first inning. One run on no hits. There was an error. That actually led to the run. Hayden Zudek stole third. Catcher had a errant throw over to the bag, and that went into left field. Zudek came home to score. Eagles did not leave a base runner, and now Evan Pierce has a little bit of run support as he takes the mound here in the bottom of the first inning. And we had said it yesterday before game one. Coach Smith could have probably drew names out of a hat on who he wanted to start game one of the series, as all three of his guys have been really, really good here down the stretch. And the guy on the mound right now has been just as good, if not the best on the staff as of late. Evan Pierce, again, has pitched well a couple of complete games this year, last of which was against Iowa there late in the season. 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, just 3 hits. Had a really good outing against Pitkin earlier in the year. Again, between him, Barrett Cootie yesterday, and then Riker Blackman, Eagles have as good of a 1-2-3 as anybody. First pitch swinging, and that's Colton Boudreaux driving this one into left field. Mark's going to hold it, as Colt Hayes tracks it down out there close to the warning track for out number 1. So Boudreaux tried to ambush one on the first pitch, and a fly out, and he is down here in the first. Now Jeremiah Bess will stand in. Bess had a double yesterday in the first inning. He'll stand in. Colorful equipment he's wearing. He's got some multicolored gloves, multicolored cleats. And he stands in. Evan Pierce, good breaking ball there. Strike 1. Bottom of the first inning, 1 out. Eagles lead STA 1-0. Now another good one there that kind of had Bess off kilter as he was buckled at the knees. Now quickly 0-2. The breeze starting to pick up a little bit. Clouds in the area. Hopefully the rain will stay away until this evening. Oh, and that is absolute pain on the outside edge with the fastball. The Eagles will throw it around after the strikeout, looking 2 gone here in the first. First strikeout for Evan Pierce. And it was a beauty. Best didn't take the bat off his shoulder. Now Gavin Brown will stand in. Brown 0 for 3 yesterday, did walk. And he'll stand in with bases empty and 2 gone, as that one's going to miss high and away for ball 1. Pierce ready to fire. That one paints the inside edge again. Through the first 2 hitters, and now Brown, STA, hadn't been able to really pick anything up out of Pierce's hand. He's had them all out of sorts, painting the inside and the outside. Now this one swung on in the dirt. And 1 ball, 2 strikes on Brown. Pierce 1 strike away from a clean shutdown inning here in the first. And that one's going to ride out into the other batter's box. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Breaking ball is going to be fouled out of play. And Eagles need to win just one today. If they win this one, they move on to the quarterfinals. Now we'll play a winner-take-all 30 minutes following the conclusion of this one. Here comes the 2-2. That one's going to ride high. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Catcher Luke Pegler over in the on-deck circle, about halfway geared up in his catcher's equipment. Got the shin guards on. Here comes payoff pitch to Gavin Brown. And it is a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Emphatic punch out from the home plate umpire. Evan Pierce, couple of strikeouts here in the bottom of the first. After 1, Eagles lead STA 1-0.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank, our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
Dale Peterson, pharmacist, and the staff at Rosepine Family Pharmacy are proud supporters of the Road to the Championships. Rosepine Family Pharmacy knows that the combination of academics and athletics help young people become well-adjusted citizens. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 337-462-0177. Serving the community since 1985, choose your hometown pharmacy to fill your prescription needs.
After 1 inning, the Rosepine Eagles lead the St. Thomas Aquinas Falcons 1-0. And in the bottom of the first, Evan Pierce, couple of strikeouts. And again, both of those looking, it'll be a short day at the office if the Falcons don't take the bat off their shoulder. And Colt Hayes will lead us off here in the top of the second. Again, the Eagles a visitor here in Game 2. If there is a Game 3, they'll be back as the home team to get last licks. But hopefully they are looking to end this thing in 2. And that breaking ball runs inside and gets to the backstop on Colt Hayes. Ball 1. Colt 0 for 4 yesterday. Did score a run, reached on that E7 and came around to score. That was in the middle parts of the game. Gave the Eagles a little insurance. Angie is now missed with 2 out of the zone. Angie, a couple of strikeouts in the first inning. A walk and a hit batsman. Stolen base and an E2 led to the run. And now 3 straight out of the zone. STA fans don't like it, but not sure how you're able to decipher the strike zone from the third base line, but whatever. I'm right here behind the plate. That one finds the zone. Always love hearing the fans from the outfield, and that one's going to be a grounder to first. And Ledoux will field that himself for out number 1. Yeah, always great to see and hear fans down the third base line tell us balls and strikes. And I get a kick out of the tweets from people in airplanes, and they send pictures of ballparks when they're coming into the city and they're out 3,000 feet in the air and say, "Come on, Blue, that's a terrible call." Dane Hayes will step into the box here, 1 out in the second. Dane 0 for 3, but did have a sac bunt that helped the Eagles manufacture a run yesterday. So, again, everybody contributing down the order yesterday in that 11-3 win. And he'll take the side on the black for strike 1. and no wind whatsoever. It is muggy out here today. And that one's going to ride outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. It was pleasant yesterday. And today it is not as humid as it gets. And now this is going to be served into left field. Couple of steps in and now back. Lions has it for out number 2.
Now batting number 3, Reese Cunningham.
Reese Cunningham will stand in. 2 outs here in the second. Reese Walker came around to score. Stole a base yesterday. 0 for 2, but again, he was a part of that Barrett Cootie 3-run home run. Worked a leadoff walk. And now here he is taking strike 1 from Ganji. And they were cruising where the Falcons threw 2. And in that 3rd inning, Cunningham leadoff walk. Janice worked a great walk after fouling off a couple of pitches, trying to put a bunt down. And then, again, the lineup flipped to the top, and Barrett Cootie with 1 swing flipped the game on its head and gave the Eagles the lead. Well, this one fouled out of play, and Cunningham now down quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. Folks still filing in here to the park. And that's going to paint the outside corner for a strikeout. 3rd of the game for Ganji, and that ends the top of the 2nd inning. The Eagles lead STA 1-0.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Ready to hit the road with peace of mind? At McKee Agency, we make auto insurance easy and affordable. Whether it's a daily commute or a cross-country adventure, our comprehensive coverage has you covered. Get personalized plans and excellent customer service tailored to your needs at McKee Agency. Why wait? Call McKee Agency today at 337-238-2832 for a fast, free quote. McKee Agency, keeping you on the road with confidence.
Move to the 2nd inning here in Rosepine. Game 2 of a best-of-3. Eagles lead the series 1-0, and they have a 1-0 lead. As we move to the bottom of the 2nd, Evan Pierce back out there after a really good first inning. Couple of strikeouts looking. Pitch count was really good, efficient, and he'll face Luke Pegler, the catcher, Gavin Ledoux, the first baseman, and Cam Ganji. As the Eagles, again, a win away from the quarterfinals right back here. They'll have the defending champs, Catholic New Iberia, if they were to advance. That one's going to miss outside for ball 1. Catholic New Iberia defeated Menard in 2 games. Finished that series yesterday. And Evans going to pull that one to the backstop there. 2 balls, no strikes. Some more softball quarterfinal action. Went up here shortly, actually, about 45 minutes or so. The Anacoca Lady Indians will have Zawali at home, a rematch of last year's quarter where the Zawali Lady Hawks actually went in there and got the win. Anacoca looking for some revenge, and that one's going to paint the inside corner for strike 1 from Evan Pierce. Yep, already a couple of teams push their ticket to Sulphur next week. Simpson Lady Broncos as the 13 seed down there in Class C. Now, this is going to be popped up on the infield, and Riker Blackman over at first makes the play for out number 1. So good job by Pierce to come back for a couple of pitches out of the zone to get the out. Simpson Lady Broncos moved on to the semis, and then yesterday the Hicks Lady Pirates 11-0 winners punched their ticket to Sulphur in Class B. Congratulations to Coach Boehner and the Lady Pirates. Sent him a text last night. And he said, it's been a long time coming, but he's glad it happened. And, again, he's got a good group there. They're dangerous, and they'll play Quitman down there. So that should be a lot of fun next week. 1 ball, no strikes to Ledoux, the first baseman, and now count evens up after one finds the zone. Ledoux yesterday 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch, and then also hit into a double play in the 5th. 2 balls and a strike now to the Falcon first baseman. And a good one up in the zone, swung on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ledoux. The righty is back in, facing the lefty, Evan Pierce. Pierce winds and fires that one out of the zone. 3 balls and 1 strike. Cam Ganji in the on-deck circle. Defensively for the Eagles today, again, forgot to give you that in the first. Evan Pierce and Grayson Gardner, the battery mates. I'll give you the rest of them after the 3-1. Ooh, good pitch there that ran in and fouled off by Ledoux. He had to basically fight that one off. One had some good bite to it, runs full. On the infield at the hot corner, Devin Janice. Riker Blackman over at first, up the middle, Barrett Cootie at short, Dane Hayes at second. Here comes the payoff pitch from Evan Pierce to Gavin Ledoux. And that'll miss low for a 1-out walk. Left field to right, Colt Hayes in left, Brenham Cheney in center, and Reese Cunningham in right field. And that is the defensive alignment for the Eagles here in Game 2. And Barrett Cootie pitched yesterday and then went back to shortstop after Devin Janice came in to close that game out. Blackman over at first today. And that one runs in on Ganji. And now down to second. Now the umpire's got the baseball. So he's going to go out to Evan. Down at second went Ledoux. And that one hit him. Okay. And Coach Smith's going to come out. Ganji goes down to first. Now Ganji will be relieved for a pinch runner. Actually, don't know if that hit him. Thought that one maybe just popped out of the mid of Grayson Gardner, but instead, he'll call it a hit by pitch of Ganji. Down to second on the pitch was Ledoux, and he ran because he thought that one went off the glove of Gardner, and then the umpire went to get it. Now bunt shown and pulled back, and that'll be ball 1. Graham Garris will stand in now. Try to get that pinch runner for you in a second. That's McCrory in there. He came in yesterday and had a hit for the Falcons. Garris trying to put the bunt down again, and 2 out of the zone there. So Pierce out of the stretch here. Two balls, no strikes, 2 on for the Falcons. Now this one's going to be served foul out of play. That's Broxton McCrory over there. Again, yeah, he came in as a pinch hitter, as did about 5 or 6 other Falcons late in that game yesterday, but he did get him a hit. 2 balls and a strike now. And now 3-1. Graham Garris and then Brady Semino in the on-deck circle. Falcons left 12 stranded yesterday. Again, that was a big factor. We'll talk about it here after this 3-1. And that'll be ball 4, and an emphatic bat flip there from Garris. The bases are loaded. So a pop-up to first, and a walk, a hit by a pitch, and a walk. And now Brady Semino will stand in, but before he does, we will have a meeting on the mound, and that's a good time to talk about yesterday. Again, early in that game, Falcons scored 2 runs in an inning that they sent 8 to the plate, and they had 1 hit in the inning. But the couple of big plays in that inning, a 3-1 count They tried to put down a ball and were successful with it, but and they were doing that when Barracuda was really struggling to find the zone. We were talking about it after the game, and Falcons probably could have went up to the plate in that inning where Cootie was trying to find it and just kept the bat on their shoulder. Instead, they gave away 2 outs in an inning where, again, they only had a hit but sent 8 to the plate. That tells you that the Eagles having trouble finding the strike zone. And that was kind of a big factor in the game as Rosepine ended up taking the lead in the next inning. But it could have been much bigger. Now the bases are loaded with 1 out. And after the meeting, Brady Semino sees strike 1 from Evan Pierce. So big spot here early in the game. Second inning, Rosepine leads STA 1-0, but Falcons have them loaded with 1 out. And now 0-2 as that one swung on and missed. But yeah, that sequence there in the second inning yesterday was a big one that played into the outcome of yesterday's game. Here comes the 0-2. Oh, good idea, but that one's just going to miss on the outside edge from Pierce. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A couple of them inside and then trying to go on the outside quadrant. Now the wind starts to pick up a little bit, blowing inside. This one's going to be pop foul out of play. Another 1-2 from Evan Pierce. And that one, just getting a piece of it there, fouled back into the screen. Semino didn't get to hit yesterday. He's got him loaded with 1 out. Pierce trying to win the battle here. And just above the letters. That's a good take, actually. It's not a bad miss, but even better take from Semino. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning. Falcons trying to get back into this one. And now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nowhere to put Semino here. Keegan Lyons in the on-deck circle. The 3-2. Fouled out of play. Good battle here. Falcon fans and dugout trying to make a little noise here. Here comes the payoff pitch from Pierce. And that one misses, and it is tied after the bases loaded walk. So Keegan Lyons will stand in. Base is still loaded, still 1 out. That one fouled back. Left-on-left matchup here. That's a good breaking ball there. Now, Lions quickly down 0-2. That one might have been just a little bit above the letters, but again, too close to take. So no balls, 2 strikes to Keegan Lyons. And that one outside for ball 1. STA fans giving it to the home plate umpire. Now the wind starts to pick up a little bit. That'll factor into my papers staying put, which I would love for them to do. Here comes the 1-2. Man, that was close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Pierce has a couple of strikeouts looking. Well, STA not coming up being really aggressive. Not a whole lot of swing and miss. A lot of called strikes. So here comes the 2-2. Good stop by Gardner, but now the count is full. A walk, a hit batsman, a walk, and a walk. That is the inning so far after the leadoff pop-up to first. Tied at 1. Falcons trying to take the lead here. Here comes the payoff. That one fouled out of play. Keegan Lyons started on the mound yesterday at the plate. It was 0 for 3. I'm sorry, 0 for 2 with the walk. And he's about to see another payoff pitch here from Pierce. It's going to be a ground ball up the middle, and they'll tag the runner second for 1. No play at first for the double play, but a run does score. And Lyons aboard on the fielder's choice. So McCrory comes home. Now the Falcons have him at the corners. 2 outs, and Colton Boudreaux will stand in. Evan Pierce comes set and delivers. That one misses for ball 1. This one's going to be popped up out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jeremiah Bass in the on-deck circle. Falcons have the lead 2-1 here after a handful of walks. And a ground out scored the go-ahead run. Pierce trying to put the fire out here, and now calling time is Boudreaux. To the plate, and that one's going to miss low. Not a bad miss is right. Even better take there from Boudreaux. Been trying to get the chase on the good breaking stuff. Didn't bite. 2 balls and a strike. Runners at the corners, and now here's going to be a high chopper to Barrett Cootie at short. He'll field and throw over, and in time. Good stretch over there by Riker Blackman, and he had every bit of it out there to the stretch, and the Eagles get out of the inning. However, STA has the lead after 2-1.
Esquil Leesville Flooring is a proud supporter of the Rosepine High School Eagles athletic and academic programs and salutes all their achievements. Esquil Leesville Flooring knows that a healthy combination of academics and athletics helps our young people become productive citizens. Visit their showroom at 248 Alexandria Highway in Leesville or call them at 238-2888. From carpet to tile, you can have your home looking great in no time. That's Esquil Leesville Flooring, making your house a home, 1 floor at a time. Rosepine Retirement and Rehabilitation Center, located at 18364 Johnny B. Hall Memorial Parkway in Rosepine, is a proud sponsor of the Rosepine Eagles. Rosepine Retirement and Rehabilitation Center is cheering you on and supporting you all the way through your quest for a state championship. Rosepine Retirement and Rehabilitation Center, a proud supporter of Eagles athletics. Go Eagles!
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Craft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Cam Ganji starts Devin Janice off with a strike on the inside corner as we begin the top of the third inning. STA leads Rosepine 2-1 after a couple of runs on no hits. They got a handful of walks, and then a fielder's choice gave them the lead as that one misses outside. Devin Janice homered yesterday, 2-run shot. But I think biggest at bat of the game for him came in that inning prior. And here he is, a little kind of half-hearted swing there. He's going to swing through that one. But it was in the inning that Reese Cunningham walked. He was trying to put down a bunt, fouled back a few, but then he worked a walk, and that led to the Eagles taking the lead. Now here he is fouling one back out of play, still 1-2. Obviously, the 2-run homer was awesome, but I think that was a big moment in the game. Again, that was able to turn that lineup over and battle back after being down 0-2. And now here he is going down looking. That was a good pitch there from Ganji. His fourth strikeout, second looking, one out here in the third. Blood bug starting to come out full force here. Now another strike in there from Ganji to Grayson Gardner. You said this is the Falcons' ace in the hole, but interesting strategy as that one's going to miss. You know, you're pitching him in an elimination game, and I get it. But you run the risk of him not being great and getting sent home. But then again, he could be great and also get sent home. So, you know, there's some strategy to it. I'm not going to criticize the Falcons' pitching approach because Keegan Lyons was really good in round one, and then he was really good for a couple innings yesterday. I mean, you've got, and if you're going to make a run, you got to be deep. You can't just have one guy. That one misses, 2 balls and a strike. Now 3-1. Eric Cootie in the on-deck circle. You know, that's the same with Rosepine. You could have drew names out of a hat yesterday for game one because you got 3 guys that are more than capable. Maybe that's how STA feels with Lions going yesterday and then Ganji going in a must-win today. Again, only pitched just 2/3 of an inning last week, so that was kind of puzzling. And now Grayson Gardner works a 1-out walk. So Eagles trail 2-1, but have a base runner here with 1 out. And now the lineup flips back to the top with Barrett Cootie. Parker Reniger will come over to run. Reniger was on the base pass yesterday as well. Cootie struck out his first time up, but he did that yesterday as well. And then, again, it's a more questionable strategy from STA. The first pitch to him yesterday was a ball, and then they decided to try to sneak a fastball by him and left it right over the plate. Might as well put a tee out there and let Barrett hit it on top of the school because that's almost where it went. He takes strike one here in his second at bat today. And there are a couple of things that could have changed that game. As now Cootie takes a big swing there, fouls that one back into the netting. Again, home run number 11 yesterday on the season. That's another thing. You look at, you know, just looking at stats, you see a guy that has 10, nobody else has more than 2. You groove a fastball by him. Now they'll back pick, and Reniger back safely. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cootie. And that was questionable. Again, you strike him out in the first inning, then you think after 1 out of the zone, you can try to groove a fastball in there. And the result was expected, a 3-run home run that flipped the game on its head, and Eagles went on to win going away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Parker Reniger over at first. And now 2-2 as a couple out of the zone there. Cootie's worked it back even. Angie back, ready to fire. Barrett Cooney waggles the bat. And that one out of the zone as well. So after 0-2, Cooney's worked it back full. Caden Zudek in the on-deck circle. Another kind of quirky stat yesterday. The Eagles had the lead after 4 innings. They only had 2 hits. Problem is, for SGA, those 2 hits became souvenirs out over into the parking lot. Comes the full count. On the move goes Reniger. Oh, that one was not even close to a strike, but he's rung up anyways. And down safely to second is Reniger. Cootie down looking, but I don't know about that one. The 2 gone. And again, Reniger down at second in scoring position. So Caden Zudek stand in. 2 outs here in the third. And Zudek call time. He walked in the first, stole a bag, and then that led to the run after the throw went into left field. So he has the run for the Eagles. And now that one misses for strike or ball 1. Sorry. Pierce over in the on-deck circle. Down at second is Reniger. Eagles trail 2-1 here in the third. Game 2 of a best of 3. Zudek fouls that one back out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the wind's starting to blow a little bit, but it's not like the cool wind. It's like blowing a heater. What is going on out here? Angie looks back at second and now to the plate. And that one misses. Again, another sound of disapproval from the third base umpires in the bleachers. 2 balls and a strike to Zudek. And he'll call time again. Yeah, Gamgee real deliberate here. He takes his time. He would not succeed in the major leagues with the pitch clock. Looks back at Reniger at second, now to the plate. And out of the zone. 3 balls and a strike. Evan Pierce would love to hit here. The 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Caden Zudek back in the box. Parker Reniger down at second. He takes a lead. Angie looks back and now to the plate. And that's ball 4 and a 2-out walk. We'll bring Evan Pierce to the plate. So good at bat from Zudek. He's walked twice. Evan Pierce saw 1 pitch last time he was at the plate. He got hit by it and took first, and it ended up getting thrown out down in that kind of wacky play where they had the double steal on, and the ball went into left field. It didn't go too far, but they were trying to be aggressive, and he was thrown out sliding into third, but the Eagles did get the run. Now there's a meeting on the mound, so a big spot in the game here early for the Eagles as Ganji walks Zudek to get to Evan Pierce, so we'll have a left-on-left matchup. Eagles have 2 on, trailing by a run here in the third. Again, the winner of this moves on to the quarterfinal to face the defending champions, Catholic New Iberia, who won their series against Menard in 2 games. Have a quarterfinal matchup set already for next week. A 1-9 matchup, a very familiar district matchup. University Lab and Parkview will go at it after Parkview beats Pope John Paul in 2 games. First game went 8 innings. Parkview won 7-1. Their number 1 guy, Kentucky commit, struck out 17. Evan Pierce in after the meeting. Big spot in the game. He'll face Ganji. First pitch. Runs inside and gets away. And both runners will move up 90 feet as that one gets into the dirt. So the Eagles with a base hit here could take the lead. As Reniger goes down to third. Zudek down to second and absolutely would take the lead because Zudek's got some wheels, depending on where this one lands. Anywhere out in the green grass in the outfield, and he's probably coming in. 1 ball, no strikes to Evan Pierce. And that one paints the outside corner. Good pitch there. Angie threw that one with some conviction. One ball, one strike. Lefty Evan Pierce. Ganji fires. A good pitch there as that one swung on and missed. Now 1-2. Sun starting to poke out between the clouds. Back into the box goes Pierce. Ganji winds and delivers. This one's going to be a chopper up the middle. Going to be trouble. The backhand, and there will be no play. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. He's saved. Zudek scores from second on a ground ball in the infield, and the Eagles have the lead. Evan Pierce getting down the line. Again, that one hit in a precarious spot. And again, Semino did everything he could over there at second. Tried to throw it across his body, and the Eagles have the lead. Ball's in play. And that scores two. Again, I said Zudek, if he finds Green, he'll score from second. He scored from 1 hit on the infield. Didn't stop when he rounded the bag. A good piece of base running and aggressive coaching out of the box over there by Smitty. It is 3-2. Eagles retake the lead on the infield single by Evan Pierce. And now Brendan Cheney takes strike 1. Again, you put the ball in play, good things happen. And that one swung on and missed by Cheney. No balls, 2 strikes. Cheney struck out in the first. Yesterday, 1 for 3. Did have a sac bunt as well. Here comes the 0-2 from Ganji. And this is going to be chopped right at the cutout at home plate. Foul. So the Falcons take the lead in the second. The Eagles here in the top of the third grab it right back. 3-2. And that one swung on and missed. There was some movement on the base pass, but it won't matter as the strikeout does in the inning. Half dozen strikeouts for Ganji. However, the Eagles retake the lead. They get a couple of runs in the third. They now lead it 3-2.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
To the bottom of the third inning here at Rosepine. Eagles retake the lead there in the top half of the inning. 3-2. It'll be Jeremiah Best, Gavin Brown, and Luke Pegler for the Falcons here against Evan Pierce, who was looking for a shutdown inning for the Eagles. Evan with a little infield single. Now first pitch swinging. That one's going to get up the middle for a leadoff single by Best. And he had a hit yesterday. And here he is with a single to lead off the third. Been waiting around, as that was actually the first time he swung the bat. First time he was up, he struck out looking, didn't take it off his shoulder. So he went back into the dugout, thought about it, and decided to put one in play. Gavin Brown stands in. He struck out looking as well there in the first. That was first inning, had a couple of strikeouts. He shows bunt, gets it down. Janice charges, but it'll be Evan Pierce. He'll fire over to first for the out. And Bess having to dive back into second, overran the bag out there, but he is back safely, one out, and Bess moves into scoring position. Brown does his job, a productive out. First out of the inning here in the third. Now it'll be the catcher, Luke Pegler, who popped up to first an inning ago. That was, again, a quick out. And after that, it was the string of walks and hit by pitches and kind of got the Eagles into a bind and gave the Falcons the lead. He takes ball one. And that one in there for a called strike. Yeah, Pegler popped up to third and then a walk, hit by pitch, walk. Fielder's choice. That was how the Falcons got a couple of runs. Now this one runs inside, 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, that was 2 runs on no hits. And again, they left the bases loaded twice yesterday. Left 12 stranded. Now, 3-1. There's some cool breeze blowing. Flag out in center, blowing right in, as it normally does here in Rosepine. Again, we talked about it off air. Only time it blows out, it's usually about 30 degrees, so that's a north wind, and it's bringing in a cold front. Now the runner's going to go to third, and there will be a throw, but it's into left field, and now Bess going to come home, and that one is going to be thrown to the left of the plate, and Bess talking over there to somebody. Not sure who he was talking to, but it's a tie game. And Gardner, I don't think he would have got him with a good throw because that was a great jump. So Bess steals, and E2 brings him home. I'm sorry, an E5 brings him home. So Pegler down at first. Ledoux in there. It's ball one. Three to three in the third inning. Now a grounded to shorts. Could be 2. And Cootie mishandles it, and he will have one play, and it's in time. Would have been a tailor-made double play. Barrett had it hit out of the heel of his glove, but he still, again, has enough to throw over and get the runner by a step. And for the moment, he's over at first, but here comes the umpires. And the STA head coach is going to come out and get an explanation here. Kim Ganji is going to be the hitter. I'll wait to put it in the scorebook, as the appeal will be to no avail. So 2 gone. Ledoux is out, and now runner in scoring position for Ganji, who was hit by a pitch, and then his runner came in to score, and he takes ball one. That was kind of a weird sequence as well, because it didn't look like it hit him. Grayson Gardner didn't react like it didn't, because he didn't go try to scramble for the baseball. The umpire ended up going to get it. Now a throw back to second, safely back. 2 outs. Third inning, 3-3, Rosepine and STA. And a winner, or in a must-win for the Falcons. Rosepine trying to get to the quarters. And that one misses outside. 2-0. Ganji, again, went 7 for 8 in the series last weekend. And he got a hit yesterday to get the game started. And here he is now, popping this one up over on the right side. Blackman giving chase, fighting the wind. Makes the play, for out number 3. However, the Falcons tie it back up. Some aggressive base running, and we are tied at 3 as we move to the 4th here.
Dale Peterson, pharmacist, and the staff at Rosepine Family Pharmacy are proud supporters of the Road to the Championships. Rosepine Family Pharmacy knows that the combination of academics and athletics help young people become well-adjusted citizens. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 337-462-0177. Serving the community since 1985, choose your hometown pharmacy to fill your prescription needs.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Ready to hit the road with peace of mind? At McKee Agency, we make auto insurance easy and affordable. Whether it's a daily commute or a cross-country adventure, our comprehensive coverage has you covered. Get personalized plans and excellent customer service tailored to your needs at McKee Agency. Why wait? Call McKee Agency today at 337-238-2832 for a fast, free quote. McKee Agency, keeping you on the road with confidence.
Move to the 4th inning here at Rosepine. Game 2 of a best-of-3 series. Eagles lead the series 1-0. They are tied here in Game 2 with STA 3-3. It'll be Colt Hayes, Dane Hayes, and Reese Cunningham for the Eagles. Colt Hayes grounded out to first in his first at bat. And here he is taking a good breaking ball for strike 1. Eagles 1 run in the first, 2 in the third. STA 2 in the second, and 1 just an inning ago to tie it up. And now that one fouled right near the feet. 0-2. 0 balls, 2 strikes. And the Eagles trying to get to the quarters for the first time since 2023, and that's some high cheese there. And blows that one by Hayes. 7th strikeout of the game for Ganji, and first out here in the 4th. Hayes in. He flew out to left in his first at bat. Takes strike 1. Now, Hayes will call time after he fouls one out of play. He's got an 0-2 count. And that one misses for ball 1. Almost time for the Lady Indians get their softball quarterfinal game started against the Wally. Hayes fouls that one back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lady Indians trying to get back to Sulphur. First time in a few years. And it was the Wally last year that came to Anacoca and upset them. Get to Sulphur. Lady Indians trying to get some revenge today. They had their playoff game earlier this week against Shudrick. Hayes is going to ground that one foul over third. Nice hands over there out of the dugout by one of the Falcons. Come out of there, grab that one with the bare hand. Probably been waiting to pounce out of there for a while. That was Musso that came out of the dugout. Saw him yesterday come in late. Now this is going to be a grounder to third on a couple of hops fielded by Caves. And then Caves throws over to Ledoux for Second out.
Reese Cunningham.
Reese Cunningham struck out looking his first time up. Now he takes ball one. Caves over at third, playing in on the grass. Did that a lot yesterday as well. That one in there for a called strike. He's played in. Again, everybody else kind of normal defensive alignment. Caves over on the grass. It's going to be a soft grounder over to the right side. Charging and making the throw across his body all in one motion. Nice play there from Semino for out number 3. A clean inning from Cam Ganji on the mound. They move to the bottom of the fourth. Rosepine and STA tied at 3.
Keel Leesville Flooring is a proud supporter of the Rosepine High School Eagles athletic and academic programs and salutes all their achievements. Keel Leesville Flooring knows that a healthy combination of academics and athletics helps our young people become productive citizens. Visit their showroom at 248 Alexandria Highway in Leesville or call them at 238-2888. From carpet to tile, you can have your home looking great in no time. That's Keel Leesville Flooring, making your house a home one floor at a time. Rosepine Retirement and Rehabilitation Center, located at 18364 Johnny B. Hall Memorial Parkway in Rosepine, is a proud sponsor of the Rosepine Eagles. Rosepine Retirement and Rehabilitation Center is cheering you on and supporting you all the way through your quest for a state championship. Rosepine Retirement and Rehabilitation Center, a proud supporter of Eagles athletics. Go Eagles!
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Kraft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Back to action here. It'll be Graham Garris for A.D. Semino and Keegan Lyons in the fourth, tied at 3. Rosepine STA. Falcons, again, have to win to force a winner-take-all. Rosepine trying to get to the quarterfinals. Garris now with a 2-0 count as that one misses. Evan Pierce back out there. Takes just above the letters on the 2-0, 3-0 now. Showing bunt, now pulling back and taking the strike. Here comes the 3-1, and now ball 4. Second walk of the game for Garris. And that is the 5th walk by Evan Pierce. Also hit a batter. And now Semino, who walked as well, takes ball 1. In the name of the game, when you get down into these playoffs, it's throwing strikes and playing good defense. Throw over to first, back in time, safely goes Garris. Eagles played great defense yesterday. No errors. Today a couple, and one of those led to a run. It's an inning ago. Now bunt shown and pulled back. That's a ball. Somebody's ball just fell down there over there, face first onto the concrete. Hopefully they got screen protector. Now the bunt fouled. As the love bugs start to swarm again. 2 balls and 1 strike to Semino. Brady Semino made a nice play there to end the inning. But he drew a bases loaded walk. And here he is getting the bunt down. Pierce fields, throws to first. In time, runner advances 90 feet. Garris down to second. Keegan Lyons drove in a run. That was the go-ahead run at the time back in the second on a fielder's choice. Hit it to second. There was no play or no double play, so he went down to first. And here he bats here. Shows bunt, pulls back. That one low for ball one. Now 2 balls, no strikes. Ninth place hitter Keegan Lyons, who was yesterday's game 1 starter. That one misses. 3-0. Try to get the pitch count here on Evan. Three to 3, tied here in the 4th. Eagles need to win to advance to the quarters as the 3-0 in there for a called strike. Falcons got to win here to force a game 3. Evan Pierce now at 74 pitches through 3 1/3. 3 balls and a strike here to Lyons. Shows bunt. Gets it down. It'll be back to the mound. Gardner fields, and that's not going to be in time. They're at the corners with 1 out. Infield bunt. Puts them at the corners for the Falcons here, looking to take the lead in the 4th. And now Colton Boudreaux will stand in. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out to short. And that one misses out of the zone to Boudreaux for ball 1. Now 2-0. And there's a called strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to Falcon leadoff hitter Colton Boudreaux. And now 3-1. Jeremiah Bess on deck. This one's going to be hit out into left center and still going back, but now Colt Hayes will make the play, and that'll score the run. Sack fly. Or Boudreaux gets the job done, and the Falcons have the lead. And that one not hit quite hard enough to get through the wind. So Garris scores. Still at first over there is Lyons. And now Best stands in. And he takes strike 1. Throw over to first, back safely. Those Lions. That one right at the letters for a called strike. Bess will step out. Didn't agree with it, but that one, pretty good location there from Evan Pierce. Now it's 0-2, and he'll step out for a quick meeting. Again, if you're joining us later, hadn't heard, have a couple teams already in softball that have advanced to the semifinals next week in Sulphur. Lady Broncos, Simpson, 13th seed, get it done in Class C, so they'll be playing next Friday, as well as Hicks. The Lady Pirates win yesterday 11-0. Best back in, waiting the 0-2 from Pierce. Runner goes. That one fouled back in. Good jump there from Lyons, but he'll have to head back to first. Lady Indians getting ready to start. If you want to flip back and forth, that game is on 93.5. Breaking news out of the college football, high school / college football rankings. One of the top quarterbacks in the state has committed today. I forget, it was the 25th. Oh, that one looked like strike three. Evan Pierce was ready to head back to the dugout. Instead, home plate umpire calls that one a ball. I ain't too sure about that one. But Dunham High School quarterback Elijah Haven has committed. I'll tell you where he has committed to after this 1 and 2. That one gets to the dirt. That one did not hit Jeremiah Best. He flipped his bat and set it down to first, but down to second goes Lyons on the wild pitch. And that one, Oscar season already ended for the year for Best. He'll have to get back into the box. And just like that, Evan Pierce blows the cheese by him and ends the inning. However, STA grabs the lead after the sac fly. 4-3 Falcons. Eagles coming up.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
Fifth inning. STA leads Rosepine 4-3. Devin Janice will stand in. It'll be Janice, Gardner, and then Cootie for the Eagles. And Ganji back out. And Janice check swing. He did not go. They'll peel down. Ball one. And again, I don't know how you can see that from the third base box or third base line. STA fans not happy, but definitely didn't check his swing. That one a called strike. That was a good location there from Ganji. And I was going to spoil it, but it hasn't officially come out yet about Elijah's commitment. He's supposed to commit at 11:30. Soft grounder here. This could be trouble. And Caves fields at third, throws across, and It's the out. And that could have been tough. Wasn't hit particularly hard by Janice there. He's 0 for 2, 1 out here in the 5th. I was going to give that announcement, but I won't because, again, it hasn't come from the source yet. And just like that, it's a good thing I didn't because he pushed his commitment to 3 p.m. Central, so I'm not going to break the news. As that one misses to Grayson Gardner. 2 balls, no strikes. Grayson his pinch runner came around to score. Parker Reniger. So another Grayson Gardner walk could lead to another Eagle run. 2 balls and a strike now. Ooh, good thing I checked. Although I don't know how many of our listeners right now are following the high school recruiting rankings and goings on. Now 3-1 to Gardner. Eagles love to get him on. And there's a walk with 1 out. Gardner will be relieved for a courtesy runner as he is the catcher. He'll get the equipment back on, and hopefully the last time that happened will be the same result. Eagles can get this thing tied back up. So Gardner walks again. And it is Reniger back out there at first, taking his lead. Barrett Cootie 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts, the last of which, not sure it was a strikeout. Takes ball 1 here. It was a little bit above the letter, and I don't think Barrett agreed with it. Neither did I. And that one misses as well. So Cootie had 2-0. Eagles would love to get something going here in the 5th. Try to create some separation, get the lead, and as of the moment, they trail 4-3. Get you an update on Angie's pitch count. 77. He's thrown 43 strikes. And that one's going to be popped out of play. Two balls and a strike. And that one in there for a called strike, evens it up. Runner goes. That one is going to be out into center, and rounding second, heading to third is Reniger. That one a ball. And the Eagles are 90 feet away from tying this one up. Wait. And no way they called that a strike. Oh. Man, that was terrible. Sheesh. So Bear Cootie with the hat trick, but that one aided by the umpires there. Now Caden Zudak wings through strike one. Zudak 2 walks, 2 runs. Eagles have the tying run 90 feet away after the stolen base and the E2. Zudak down 0-1. Angie trying to strand that runner. That one misses. Yeah, I'm not sure about that pitch to Barrett Cootie. That was way inside. And now we'll have a meeting. So, yeah, Cootie strikes out. But, again, a lot of action on the play. I didn't think that one was in the location it needed to be, just like the last one. So again, I'll set the stage for you. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. STA leads 4-3. Parker Reniger is the tying run over at third for Rosepine. Peyton Zudak is up, and he's got a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Eagles and Falcons been in a back and forth from the jump. Eagles got a run in the top of the 1st. Falcons will take the lead a little bit later, and then the Eagles would answer with a couple of their own. That one misses low. Eagles trying to win this one here in game 2 and not have to play a game 3. Get to the quarters. Falcons need this one to force a winner-take-all, and they've got their ace on the mound to do it. OU commit Cam Ganji. He's been pretty solid. That one tipped. And now 2-2 on Zudek. Ganji has been pretty good. 8 strikeouts today. And a must-win. The 2-2. It's going to be a grounder to third. That one in the hole is short. Got to hurry. And in time for the out. They get the speedy Zudek. Garris makes a great throw. And that keeps the Eagles off the board. Again, some soft contact. A great play at short. And STA keeps a 4-3 lead as we move to the bottom of the 5th.
Dale Peterson, pharmacist, and the staff at Rosepine Family Pharmacy are proud supporters of the Road to the Championships. Rosepine Family Pharmacy knows that the combination of academics and athletics help young people become well-adjusted citizens. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 337-462-0177. Serving the community since 1985, choose your hometown pharmacy to fill your prescription needs.
But yeah, he's going to Bama. Great play in the field. Keeps the lead for St. Thomas Aquinas. Garris, a good throw from short again. Not a very hard hit ball from Zudek, and we know from the game he's already scored on an infield hit from second today, so they had to hurry. And he just was thrown out by a step where this game would be tied. Instead, the Eagles trail 4-3. STA, again, has to win this one to force a winner-take-all. And it's Evan Pierce back out there for the Eagles. And he will face Brown, Pegler, and Ledoux. Brown, a strikeout and a sack bunt. Sun's starting to poke out. And the first pitch, ball 1. And now 2 balls, no strikes to Gavin Brown. This one's going to be popped up. And that one gets into the batting cages over there out of play. So if this does get to a decisive game 3, the Eagles, and obviously you want to get it done in 2, but they will feel pretty good about their guy they'll have going, as it'll be Riker Blackman. He's been pretty good as of late. And now 3-1 to Brown. But like I said, I like to worry about a game 3 way down the road. They want to get this one done. Now I want to call it strike, good breaking ball as Brown turns to his dugout. Reacted accordingly, didn't agree with that one, but now the count runs full. Now he pops this one foul. That one gets out of play. Just 2 hits for the Falcons. One better than Rosepine. Rosepine just 1 hit. So it's been a struggle. That one is now hit number 3 as Brown serves that one into left field for a leadoff single. Lou Pegler 0 for 1 with a base on ball. Janice playing in over at third on the grass. And to the plate, and that one fouled out of play. Try to check in on the softball quarterfinal at Anacoco. Instead, it will have a grounder to short. This could be 2. Cootie has trouble with it and has to throw over to first. Gets the out there, but again, a couple of times now the Eagles could have turned 2. Hadn't been able to do so. And instead, they do get 1. Now to be Gavin Ledoux. Ledoux has walked and scored. Also grounded out to short. That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Bottom of the 5th inning. STA leads Rosepine 4-3. Now that one misses just above the letters, 3-0. Cam Ganji on deck. And back into the box. I was wondering why we had a stoppage there. And that one in there for a called strike, 3-1. Again, if there's a game 3, it'll be scheduled for 2 or immediately following this one, I believe. But still a ways to go. This is going to be pop foul. The count will run full. Anacoco has an early 2-1 lead over Zawali. It's like the Lady Indians have Ruth Rodriguez in the circle. And that's ball 4. So now 2 on, 1 out. Ledoux's second walk of the afternoon. Ganji will stroll to the plate. Ganji again was 7 for 8 coming into the weekend. Yesterday, 1 for 3. And here today, he's going to drive this one out into center, and it'll be caught. The runner will tag. The relay throw is, oh, man, just under the tag. Safely goes Brown, but that was about as good as a relay as you'll find. Cheney to Cootie to Janice, and I guess Brown got under the tag. Ganji gave it a ride out number 2. With Brown 90 feet away from adding an insurance run. And he just gets in under the tag. Man, you couldn't have done the relay any better than that. And it's now Garris, who's walked a couple times, will stroll in. Joe's bunt pulls back. It is a strike. And they'll just let Ledoux get down to second. No throw from Gardner. Again, the runner down at third. Not sure what the first base. Oh, okay. First base coach went down to grab some equipment from Ladue, and as we restock the baseballs. So it was a called strike on Garris. Runner does move up 90 feet, so second and third with 2 outs. Big spot here in the game. Pierce trying to keep the lead for STA at 4-3, and he'll get a pop fly over on the right side as Hayes tracks it down, and Dane Hayes makes the put out for out number 3. So Evan Pierce does keep it a 4-3 Eagle deficit. They'll be coming up as we move to the 6th here in Game 2 of Best of 3, the Division 3 Select Regional Playoffs on today's Country 105.7.
This is District 30 State Senator Mike Reese, and I'd like to wish our area teams the best of luck as they strive to bring home a state championship. I would like to congratulate all of our student athletes for their excellence on the field, on the court, and in the classroom. I'm a proud supporter of all of our area teams, bands, cheerleaders, and dance lines. Best of luck to all of our area teams from your District 30 State Senator Mike Reese.
Ready to hit the road with peace of mind? At McKee Agency, we make auto insurance easy and affordable. Whether it's a daily commute or a cross-country adventure, our comprehensive coverage has you covered. Get personalized plans and excellent customer service tailored to your needs at McKee Agency. Why wait? Call McKee Agency today at 337-238-2832 for a fast, free quote. McKee Agency, keeping you on the road with confidence.
S. Keel Leesville Flooring is a proud supporter of the Rosepine High School Eagles athletic and academic programs and salutes all their achievements. S. Keel Leesville Flooring knows that a healthy combination of academics and athletics helps our young people become productive citizens. Visit their showroom at 248 Alexandria Highway in Leesville or call them at 238-2888. From carpet to tile, you can have your home looking great in no time. That's S. Keel Leesville Flooring, making your house a home, one floor at a time.
Sixth inning here at Rosepine. Evan Pierce leads it off, takes ball 1 from Cam Ganji. Ganji has been pretty good for the Falcons here in an elimination game. He's allowed just 1 hit, and he struck out 8. And now he fires in one for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rosepine crowd didn't like it, but that one, pretty good pitch. Angie is trying to keep this at a 4-3 STA lead and get the Falcons to an elimination game again. He needs 6 outs to do so. Eagles trying to claw back and get to the quarters. Oh, Evan Pierce trying to kill the Falcons in the dugout over there. Fires a foul ball right at the coaching staff, and they clear out. That was pretty good barrel there. Now it's 2-2. Yeah, that one made the Falcons dugout scurry. Here comes the 2-2. That one outside. Misses arm side, does Angie. 3-2. Put him Cheney on deck. In the top of the order, 1 through 4. Top half. I'll say after the 3-2. Oh, strike 3 as that'll be the 9th strikeout for Ganji. Let's say the top 4 in the order. Ganji's now struck out 9. They have struck out 6 times. Now, Cootie's a couple were, again, maybe above the zone, as now Brenham Cheney, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, takes strike 1. But Cheney struck out twice, Cootie 3 times, and then Pierce. So, and now quickly down 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 from Cam Ganji, working quickly, then a rhythm. And now that one just kind of a defensive swing. Cheney fouls that one over here, Coach Burgess in the first base dugout, or first base coaching box. So 0-2. And Ganji doing exactly what the coaches expected him to do, is keep the Falcons alive in an elimination game. Oh, breaking ball had Cheney all tied up, and he kind of half-hearted swings through that one. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the 6th, the 10th of the game for Ganji, the second out of the 6th for the Eagles. Colt Hayes stands in. Angie ready, looking through the glove. And this one's going to be hit into center and in, right in front of Boudreaux for the Eagles' second hit, a 2-out single from Colt Hayes. Again, didn't waste any time getting to a 2-strike count. It's that one into shallow center for a 2-out single. Now Dane Hayes stands in. He's 0 for 2. Fly out to left and a ground out to third. The Eagles can kind of navigate as time was called, and Ganji fires one in. A little frustrated there, but again, can take a little bit of time trying to throw off the rhythm. He's been in a pretty good rhythm this inning and in the middle innings. But Dane thought he was taking a little bit too much time, so he stepped out and now back into the box. And before Dane Hayes sees a pitch, he'll throw over, and Colt gets back safely over at first. That one in the dirt. One ball, no strikes to Dane Hayes. Thought that's what count was, what I had on my sheet. Good breaking ball there. Makes Hayes buckle at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. Angie looks in and fires. It's going to be a grounder, and that's fielded cleanly at third. The throw over in time for out number 3. The Eagles get a 2-out single, but that's all. We move to the bottom of the 6th, STA 4, Rosepine 3.
Rosepine Retirement and Rehabilitation Center, located at 18364 Johnny B. Hall Memorial Parkway in Rosepine, is a proud sponsor of the Rosepine Eagles. Rosepine Retirement and Rehabilitation Center is cheering you on and supporting you all the way through your quest for a state championship. Rosepine Retirement and Rehabilitation Center, a proud supporter of Eagles athletics. Go Eagles!
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Craft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Here in Rosepine, we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Falcons lead the Eagles 4-3. And STA, the designated home team here in game 2 of the best of 3. They have to win to keep their season alive and force a winner take all. Rosepine, a win puts them in the quarterfinals. And their opponent is already determined. Catholic New Iberia, the defending champs in this division, has moved on. So if Rosepine wins, they will be back here. If STA pulls off the upset, Catholic New Iberia would host. There's already been a double-digit upset in this division, and I'll tell you about it here after Brady Semino sees ball 1 from Evan Pierce. Dunham has already defeated LCA 2-0 as Semino takes strike 1. The 11th-seeded Dunham Tigers. And now he fires in another strike. Good sequence here from Evan. Pretty good. He's got good tempo right now. 1-2. Oh, and a swing and a miss. Kind of tied up Semino. 4th strikeout of the game for Evan Pierce. Out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. But Dunham, the 11 seed, beats LCA. And the Tigers will face Calvary Baptist, the 3 seed. Dunham has already beaten twice this year. That was a 2-game set down in Baton Rouge, and I'll just go ahead and put it on record. I think they beat Calvary again in this quarterfinal best of 3. Keegan Lyons takes ball 1. He drove in a run on a fielder's choice and then had an infield single. And here he is taking one on the inside edge for strike 1. So, again, this is the division. We talked about it. And Dunham Tigers, the 11 seed, have already upset the 6. Now bunt shown. And that one bunted to the right of the mound. Pierce fires that one out into right field, but a good job over there by Cunningham to cut that off. Not sure if Evan lost his footing right there, but Lyons is aboard. Well, Boudreaux will stand in. Boudreaux drove in a run back in the 4th on a sac fly. 0 for 2. And he bunts through strike 1. In the 7th, scheduled hitters in the order for the Eagles: Reese Cunningham, Devin Janice, and Grayson Gardner. And it looks like they will have to face Ganji, who is going to try to go the distance. Breaking ball just misses out of the zone. Ball 1. Yeah, this Division III select bracket, again, the 1 seed last year was Parkview. Parkview lost to the 9-seeded Dunham Tigers in the quarters. That one in the dirt, gets stopped by Gardner. The 5 seed, St. Louis last year, went all the way to the semis. Catholic New Iberia was the 4 seed, won the whole thing. So again, this is as wide open of a bracket as there is. That one just misses. 3-1. And like we said, we've already had the 11-seeded Dunham Tigers upset the 6-seeded LCA Knights. Of course, those two play pretty much every year in a playoffs, whether it be football or baseball or whatnot. That one, a strike. Runner was about halfway down, decided to come back. So we have one quarterfinal already set, as well as another. Notre Dame, the 10 seed, beats 7-seeded St. Louis Catholic. So they'll face Newman in the quarter. This one's going to be popped up and get out of play. Count runs full. And like we said, Parkview, the 9 seed, defeated Pope John Paul in the regional round. 2-0. They'll face ULab, which is a district opponent, so very familiar there. That could easily go either way. Evan Pierce will pick off over at first, back in time. Again, the 13 seed Falcons here trying to force a winner-take-all against the 4-seeded Eagles. So again, chaos galore. Eagles trying to hold serve. And host in the quarter. That's going to be ball 4. Lions down to second. Boudreaux reaches for the first time today. And Coach Jeff Smith is making a stroll to the mound. We will see if that's it for Evan and it will be the day for Evan Pierce, I believe. But we will take a break, come back and let you know who will take the baseball for the Eagles here in the 6th inning as they trail St. Thomas Aquinas 4-3. Falcons looking for more. Eagles looking to keep it a 1-run game.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lewis Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck in their future. future endeavors.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
New pitcher for the Eagles, Theodore Wagaman. He'll replace Evan Pierce. Evan goes 6 1/3, and he leaves with runners at first and second, and now Jeremiah Bess, who is 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored, a couple of strikeouts. So you could say maybe he's relieved to see Evan Pierce exit the game. Now Wagaman throws one high for ball 1. Bess was trying to square bunt. Try to get the Falcons, who lead it 4-3 at the moment, try to give them some insurance. Saints draft Auburn guard Jeremiah Wright in the 4th round. Again, trying to shore up that offensive line for second-year quarterback Tyler Shuck. That one misses 2-0. Drafted some Georgia Bulldogs last night, did the Saints. Tight end, defensive tackle. And that one misses 3-0. And again, Wagaman in relief here. I think what Coach Smith's doing, trying to save arms for a potential game 3. Again, we'll probably see Riker Blackman start that one and go as long as he can. Didn't want to bring him in here. Good strike in there for Wagaman. 3 balls and 1 strike now to Bess. But that's the case. He didn't want to bring in Riker now. Like, he will start game 3. You're just trying to piece it together, maybe hold the fort. This one's going to be popped up. And Barrett Cootie over a couple of steps right at the cutout. And they're going to call infield fly. Tried to drop it on purpose to roll 2, but that's going to be an infield fly. Runners run at your own risk. Heads up play by Barrett, though, to maybe just drop it on purpose. Instead, it'll be an infield fly. He was trying to sneak a double play in there, but the infield fly rule called. Still not hit as far as the one in 2012 for Braves fans that hit out into left field. It still haunts me to this day. Now that one is going to hit Gavin Brown, first pitch. So the bases are loaded. Luke Pegler will stand in. Bases loaded, 2 gone. Strike 1 from Wagaman. Tell you what, if Coach Smith can get Wagaman to keep this a 4-3 game going to the 7th, give the Eagles a chance to come back here. And this one's going to be driven out into right center, and that one is going to clear the wall. That'll be an automatic double off the hop, and that will blow it open. So after saying that for 1 pitch, the Falcons are going to add on the double that one hops the wall. It's 6-3. Pegler does give the Falcons some insurance. Boudreaux scores, Lions scores. And the wheels still going here as Ledoux stands in. Brown over at third. That one fouled back at the plate. So, 6-3 now, STA. And yes, we can tell you a little bit of a programming note here. This does go to a game 3. We will move stations. We will be on 95.7 KROK for game 3. So, again, we'll try to post that on the West Central page for all the listeners to click that link. But this potential game 3 winner take all will not be right here on today's Country 105.7, but on 95.7. Foul back. 0-2. I'm sorry, 1-2. But that big 2-out double has given the Falcons a 3-run cushion here in the 6th. And they are looking to force a winner-take-all game 3. Good breaking ball there. Wagaman gets the swing and miss. He's fired up. However, the Falcons do add on. With 6-3, Eagles need 3 to keep playing, or we are going to go to a game 3.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Cam Ganji back out on the mound. He needs 3 more outs to force a winner-take-all game 3 for the Falcons. And he has been masterful in an elimination game. 10 strikeouts through 6 innings. He'll face Reese Cunningham, Devin Janice, and Grayson Gardner. Those are the scheduled 3 as Reese Cunningham strolls to the plate now. Falcons get 2 runs just an inning ago. 2 runs on 1 hit. That was a double, automatic double over the wall with the bases loaded. 2 outs. So now the Eagles trail 6-3, and Cunningham takes ball 1. Struck out looking back in the 2nd, grounded out to 2nd in the 4th. Again, if this game does go to a winner-take-all game 3, we will move stations to 95.7 KROK. Scheduled for 2 o'clock. And went in there for a called strike. And the 1-1 just misses. And the Eagles will send Riker Blackman to the mound in a winner-take-all if it gets there. He's been as good as anybody. 2 balls, 2 strikes now after that one gets a piece of the zone. That one upstairs for ball 3. Count is full. And they called strike 3 on a full count. 11th strikeout of the afternoon for Ganji. First out here in the 7th. Again, a muggy afternoon here in Rosepine. Could see a winner-take-all game 3. Lady Indians leads Wally in the 4th, 3-1, trying to get to Sulphur. But Lady Indians get it done, try to get some revenge from last year. Janice takes ball 1. Janice 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to third. And the Eagles just 2 hits today. Not a whole lot of hard hit balls. One of those hits, an infield single. That one a strike. And yesterday, if you go back and kind of dive deeper into the game, 11 runs scored. Only about 4 or 5 barrels. Again, the 2 homers. Evan Pierce had a pretty good piece on a double. Big swing there from Janice. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And not much else. Hard contact. So, and they did put up 11, but there were opportunities for STA yesterday, and they did not take advantage of them. That one outside. Ganji thought he had to strike out, and he'll stroll back onto the mound. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ganji's been pretty good today. Again, he had to be. If he didn't, then Falcons will be headed back home. Instead, they're looking to stick around for a little bit longer, force game 3. And he's got 11 strikeouts. Now he's rocking his head back and forth. He's in a rhythm here. Janice fouls that one back. Janice back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Angie ready. That one outside. Count runs full, so that's back-to-back full counts from Cam Ganji. Eagles need base runners. 1 out here in the 7th, down 6-3. And Janice grounds this to short on a couple of hops, fielded. Garris throws over. We're out number 2, and the Eagles down to their final out here in game number 2. Gardner has reached base twice, a couple of walks. So officially 0 for 0, but he's reached twice. And again, the last hope here in the ball game for Rosepine here in game 2. And Ganji fires in strike 1. He has been as good as advertised today. Again, the commit to the Oklahoma Sooners. Junior, 6'6", has filled up the zone today. As that one goes to the backstop. Again, I should have known that the baseball gods were going to do that. The first pitch he threw in warm-ups, the net wouldn't have been there to hit me in the face. Since then, he struck out 11 Eagles today and allowed just 2 hits. Swing and a miss from Gardner, and the Eagles down to their final strike. Again, if you missed it, I'll try to post it on the West Central Sports page. Game number 3 of this winner-take-all series will be on 95.7 K-Rock. I will post the link on the page. Again, 95.7 KROK will be the spot for Game 3. The 1-2 from Ganji is a called strike 3, and the Oklahoma Sooners commit, facing elimination, gets the Falcons to a Game 3 as the St. Thomas Aquinas Falcons defeat Rosepine 6-3 to force a winner-take-all here at 2 o'clock. Again, it is 1 o'clock right now, so the game's scheduled for 2. And again, programming note, it will be on 95.7 KROK. Winner of that will move on to the quarterfinals. So we are done here, and we will see you in a little bit on KROK. Again, the Eagles have to win to move on to the quarterfinals. Winner take all. We will see you at 2 o'clock for Game 3.